Hello, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. All right. Good morning, everybody. There we go. Good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. Sorry, I'm still in morning mode, but good afternoon. It is 2:12 p.m. this afternoon, and let's give you another update. We've been giving updates every hour, so it's a cloudy day, but we will see the sun today. We're going to be clearing out from those skies pretty soon. It's going to be sunny, but everything's not going to melt as much as you would think. There's still going to be everything that does melt is going to be refreezing overnight. So just expect roads to be dangerous once again, especially after sunset. I would say if you're in San Antonio, I mean, as long as you're careful, and even better if you have four-wheel drive, San Antonio's not too bad. It's just a hill country and those overpasses, those bridges that we really want to avoid today. Again, it's still icy. I know a lot of people are saying everything's melted. Everything's not melted quite yet. And if it is, it's going to refreeze overnight. All right, so main thing, bundle up. Obviously, it's cold outside. So we still have a weather impact alert in effect through Tuesday morning. So not just today, not just tomorrow, but through Tuesday morning. So again, freezing temperatures, wind chills is what's going to get us today. It'll be a little breezy tomorrow, but today is going to be windy. So those winds today are in some areas, especially in the hill country, it'll probably feel like single digits. So it's going to get cold today. Extreme cold warning took effect 6 p.m. on Saturday, in effect until noon on Monday. So a whole other day is still going to be in effect. And let's look at our radar. So radar, as far as Texas goes, South Central Texas, I mean, as far as the rain threat, the moisture, we already got to see the worst of it. We're still going to get colder, though, colder than we were yesterday, this morning. We're going to get colder, but we're not going to see any more moisture. So that's the good news. We do have some snow going on for our friends in Lubbock. My hometown, El Paso, got some snow today. Let's see. Actually, it looks like maybe they could still be seeing a little bit of activity, but yeah, El Paso got to see snow. It's like our Super Bowl, man, when we get some snow in El Paso. It's really rare when we do, just like here in San Antonio, but yeah, they got to see snow. Right now, moving out of Roswell into Lubbock, gonna make its way into Dallas again. Our folks in Dallas, oh my God, they got to see everything. I mean, you do not want to be on the roads in Dallas at all. All right, so the big storm we've been tracking for today, check this monster out. Now making its way into the East Coast, into Boston, New York, Philadelphia, eventually into Canada. Bye, boss. Our boss is here cooking us up some breakfast tacos and burgers last night, and he's finally going home. So big thanks to Jack Acosta, our boss here at KENS 5. Okay, so yeah, the storm we were tracking, so no longer in Texas, and now making its way into, you know, the Great Lakes, the East Coast, Cincinnati, Ohio, a little bit into the Carolinas, Tennessee. I actually heard Nashville, I believe, or places around Nashville got to see so much snow. I don't know the exact number, but I mean, just immense amounts of snow. So I can't imagine if we got it here in Texas, it's probably pretty bad out there. All right, I just want to see what else is going on. Even parts of Florida. What is that? Flood watches, flood warnings? Oh, that's a tornado warning. Tornado warnings. This is in Florida. Interesting. Look at that. So it's not cold enough for it to be like, sleet or anything in Florida. But yeah, the storms are definitely going to be bringing some severe weather. All right, so let's just talk about your temperatures now. Okay, San Antonio, as you can see, no longer seeing any activity, but we're still going to be seeing icy roads even after, we're no longer expecting any more rain. Remember, even if it defrosts or melts, it's going to refreeze overnight. So it might just look like a wet pavement, but it's probably ice, and especially if it's at a bridge or an overpass. Man, I saw way too many people on those overpasses after we've been talking about don't get on them. And especially when it comes to those lower vehicles like Honda Civics or like Toyota Corollas, cars that don't have the four-wheel drive. Why are you getting on those overpasses? Please do not get on the overpasses. 18-wheelers were getting on the overpasses. We saw a jackknife crash. We saw a 60-mile, 20-vehicle pile up. I think it was heading towards Junction, from Bernie to Junction. I-10 heading westbound, and then I-10 heading eastbound was the jackknife crash. So anyways, as you can expect, there has been a lot of crashes. So especially with those overpasses and bridges, they freeze first because the cold air is underneath and over, so they lose their heat a lot quicker. So again, avoid those overpasses, and especially in the hill country. I mean, they're looking at way worse conditions than us here in San Antonio. All right. This is what it looks like outside. It's a little gloomy, it's a little cloudy, but we will get sun today. I would say around 3-4 o'clock. So pretty soon we'll start to see some sun, but we're not going to be warming up much. Our high today is going to be in the mid to low 30s. Right now we're still below freezing, 29 degrees, but it feels like teens. It feels like 19 degrees outside because it is going to be a windy day today. So winds from the northwest at 13 miles per hour. All right. Let's skip this graphic. Let's go straight into the Texas wind chills. Amarillo, at some point, I saw it at like negative 20 something as far as feel like temps. And actually, when it was like negative 25, I believe, Brownsville was still like in the upper 70s or even 80s, which when the cold front was moving through, which was insane. Now, obviously, the cold air has reached Brownsville. Brownsville feels like 39 degrees right now, which is crazy because like yesterday they were like in the upper 70s. But anyways, feels like temps still in the single digits in Amarillo, Midland, in Dallas, in Temple, Texas, 19 in San Antonio, 30 in El Paso, and then we've got 24 in Albuquerque, 6 in Oklahoma City. Actually, let me look at the NATS for the national temps. That'd be pretty interesting to see, right? Hi, Cemental or Veronica. Our school's closed. Yes, several schools are closed. If you want the latest updates, you can go to kens5.com. There's just so many schools, but we're actively updating that. So if you want to check your school, go on our website. It's on the top of the website. Really hard to miss, and we're updating it constantly. So if you haven't heard anything, just check on the website. But there has been multiple schools closed for tomorrow. All right, so temperatures, look at that, nationwide. We've got negatives up in Canada, 3 degrees in Minneapolis, 26 in Denver. We're colder than Denver, or no, actually, we're about the same as Denver right now. Let's see, 10 in Buffalo, 13 in Chicago, 11 in Boston. Florida's still good though. Florida's look at that. Miami's at 81 right now. So interesting to see. Such a huge temperature difference, right? In Miami always. But anyways, Let's move this graphic here and let's talk about your Monday temperatures. So Monday and Tuesday will be our coldest mornings yet. This is what you can expect tomorrow. So it starts at 4 a.m., 23 degrees. 8 o'clock hour will be our coldest at 21 degrees. And remember, this is actual temperatures. So feels like temps, probably in the teens, probably in the single digits. Very cold tomorrow morning. And as far as what we can expect looking ahead, no more rain, but it is going to get colder. So even though things have been defrosting and melting, they're going to refreeze overnight. And I really want to emphasize that for folks that, expect that the worst is already over. I mean, the roads are still going to be icy and hazardous. And as far as wind chills in the hill country, it feels like 10 degrees right now in Fredericksburg, in Rock Springs. I believe Paul said it got down to like negative, I don't know, 8 degrees or something in Kerrville, maybe more as far as feels like temps. But obviously now the sun is out. Oh, and also Kerrville, you'll notice that there's no number on Kerrville. That's because I believe the thermostat over there froze or broke, because we can't access the Kerrville temperature right now at any platform. So I'm pretty sure it has to do with the thermostat breaking or something like that. But yeah, we don't have that for right now. 24-hour temperature change. We're a little bit colder than yesterday morning. We're about the same though here in San Antonio, or minus 4 degrees compared to yesterday. But hour by hour forecast. So we're really not going to be warming up by much today. We're going to stay in those low 30s. We're going to stay below freezing temperatures. And then once the sun goes down, everything's going to freeze again. So just, if you are going to be out and about, just make sure to do it while we have a little bit of daylight. All right, winds. Let's talk about the winds. So Sunday today, pretty windy, even by your 10 o'clock hour. Monday morning, a little breezy in San Antonio, but you'll notice by Monday at noon, we start to see those winds wind down and diminish. So I would say windy today, breezy tomorrow. All right, so here's a look at your 14-day forecast. All right, we still have a weather impact to in effect until Tuesday morning. Okay, highs will be in the 30s today, tomorrow, 40s by Tuesday, and then 50s by Wednesday. So the cold air is going to stick around, and next weekend we do have another system bringing more rain once again. So the thing is that our temperatures are going to be in the 50s and 40s. So we're not going to have the chance of freezing rain again. Maybe in the hill country, maybe if we get closer. But as of right now, it's not going to be nearly as bad as what we saw this weekend, right? But just keep in mind, next weekend is going to be yet another wet weekend. We have more rain in the forecast, and it's going to be cold, but not as cold as this weekend. All right, so morning lows, Monday and Tuesday, 19 degrees. Will most likely feel like single digits in the hill country and here in San Antonio, and just prepare for really, really cold mornings. So we do expect to be back in the 60s by the following Monday as we head towards the end of January, beginning of February, still somewhat cold temperatures. And we have even February 7th in the 14 days, because that's my birthday, which is crazy. This month flew by. But yeah, I always remember my birthday being super cold. So it is going to stay chilly. It's going to feel definitely like winter now. So cold air is going to stick around for a while. Wednesday's going to be somewhat of our sunniest day, and we'll be back in the 50s. So by Wednesday, it'll feel nice. It'll feel like a good winter day. I feel like today's a little too cold. But yeah, just stay warm out there. Again, if you don't have to head out, please do not do so. But I would say if you have four-wheel drive, you are definitely good to go in San Antonio. I would just stay away from the hill country, really. And again, overpasses and bridges. There's absolutely no reason you should be getting on that. There's multiple routes, alternative routes you could take. So yeah, we'll keep you updated with the latest. I haven't been reading my comments. That's your birthday as well, Johnny? Are you lying to me? So you're an Aquarius. Okay, nice, Aquarius babies. Time for shorts and t-shirts this week. Yes, definitely. Actually, our news director, Jack Acosta, was wearing shorts all day today. So I'm like, wow, you guys are brave. Pass on. I drove over, was almost completely dry, little ice on the sides. Yeah, I mean, definitely much drier, right, than we were seeing last night. There's definitely going to be much clearer now. And when there's warming centers as well, all that information is on kens5.com. Are schools closed? Yes, there are multiple schools closed. Oh, okay, you're not lying about February 7th. Awesome, well, happy early birthday. How old are you turning? Mine's going to be the big 30. Turning 30 degrees, 30 years old on February 7th. Ah! Time flies, guys, time flies. But anyways, oh, the Spurs play on our birthday. What? For once in a long, I didn't know that. Maybe I should get some tickets then. Thanks for letting me know, Johnny. I didn't know that. Awesome. Actually, no, I won't be here, actually. I'm going to be in California for a wedding. I totally forgot. So anyways, we are off track now. Anyways, have a safe weekend. I'm going to give another update every hour. So stay warm out there. I will have rain totals and ice accumulation totals coming up in the next hour. But again, happy early birthday, Johnny. And thank you, everybody who tuned in. Have a wonderful Sunday, but I'll see you pretty soon. Anyways, all right. Have a great day.